and celebrating what happens in our public schools that is good. And we also celebrate 3 outstanding graduates from McKinley, Hilo, and Kailua. Last year, $250,000 was distributed as grants from the Public Schools of Hawaii Foundation to classroom teachers throughout our state. This year, thanks to you and your companies, we have raised, in a very difficult year, over $230,000, and so thank you very much. These funds will be put to good use as your trustees decide how best to support the goals of public education. The trustees with whom I proudly serve all have important day jobs, but they are community leaders as well. Among other things, they manage the money, they link up with community and businesses, the DOE, the BOE, and the HSTA and HGEA. They also evaluate good idea grant applications, and this gives us a good idea of what is happening or not happening in our public schools. Imagine teachers asking for toothbrushes and dental floss, iPods, cameras, laptops, books, and Lego blocks to enhance their teaching. But it is not enough to place gadgets and technology in the classroom. We need to know the lessons and the desired outcomes, how stimulating the lessons can be for our children. And you will hear a few success stories tonight. The foundation also serves as steward for funds donated by many organizations and individuals, including Secretary of Veteran Affairs Eric Shinseki and his wife Patricia, who have donated funds to annually award scholarships to 3 students from Kauai. We thank also Hawaiian Electric Industries for supporting energy-focused programs, the Weinberg Foundation, the Challenger Center of Hawaii, the Honolulu Education Fund, and many other groups who have established programs within our Hawaii Public Schools of Hawaii Foundation. We need to give thanks to our hard-working ohana for delivering this evening to us, to our banquet committee, and to Island Insurance, Tyler, Nolan, Dawn, Sonia, to Emmy Tomimbong for producing, for Oceanic for filming, to Nancy Burnell for coordinating the entertainment, Annie Kamiya of Academy 21, Judy Nagasako of DOE, and to Steve Uehara for staying up late and emceeing tonight. And of course, our honorees and our trustees. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the evening.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Okawa. Now, support for the Public Schools of Hawaii Foundation comes from all of you that are here tonight, very generous, as well as the many others who contribute but were unable to attend. The foundation is grateful to all the other many businesses, unions, foundations, professional and community organizations, parents, administrators, teachers, and individuals who help to make a difference for Hawaii students. At this time, we would also like to present this video produced by a team led by Tom Chang and Aulani Freitas and Oceanic Time Warner Cable so that you can see how the foundation's dollars are put to good use.
Innovation, commitment, helping all children reach high levels of achievement. For nearly a quarter of a century, the Public Schools of Hawaii Foundation has supported the teachers and students of Hawaii through the Good Idea Grant Program. Founded in 1986, the program has awarded over $3 million to teachers statewide. The foundation congratulates the recipients of the 2010 Tom Adams Award and the Francis M. Hatanaka Award, honoring this year's outstanding Good Idea Grant projects.
what I got from this grant is really all I need for my career. I've always valued art, although I chose to major in English and go into English teaching. Most students are so familiar with images that they're able to really make sense of them in a way they may not be as ready to do with a book. When I began to incorporate art, the students performed far better than the previous year. The grant doesn't only support what I do in the classroom, but it's also supporting other teachers here. So I got a projector and a document camera. I got about 8 books called Framing America. It's a social history of American art. So it really connects to social studies. It brings so much to the curriculum and it reaches more students because students are already expert at interpreting images. And so to build on that and then help them to translate that to writing and reading is really important. There were thousands of images to choose from, and I wanted to make the right choice.
So you know how Megan pointed out how this brick wall right here and how they're trying to like hide religion? But if you look at this, it's kind of like this tunnel thing that they're all working in goes under all this. So it's like this is what you see in everyday life, but this is what's really going on. Like this is the underground thing.
Furlough days have impacted this year, and so when I received this award, it was encouraging and it reminded me that how important this is. I'm very grateful to the foundation for the grant, Good Ideas Grants, and I haven't applied for a new one yet because this grant that I received 2 years ago has really given me the resources for a career. I now have an art collection that I can use for 30 years. I have an art collection that I can share with my colleagues in history and English and art. This grant has meant that I don't need more grants. This grant has established a basis for future years, so I'm very grateful.
I teach in the public schools because I've always been in a public school and I enjoyed it. I've never found anything wrong with it, and so I believe in public schools. Right now we're really hurting financially at Kaiser High School. It's usually called the private school of the public schools, but because people consider us that way, they don't really give us a whole lot of money. It is really challenging to get the equipment that you need so that the kids can do hands-on labs and inquiries and things like that. With the grant money, we were able to purchase the micropipetters, which is those little pencil-looking things that they push, and they able to fill the gels with that. We were able to purchase the power packs, which run the gels, the electrophoresis machines. If I didn't get these grants, there's no way I could do some of these labs that I do with the kids. The project that I was able to do with the Good Idea Grant was the Deep Relationships, and it stands for DNA, Ecology, Evolution, and Protein Relationships. Last year, since we had more time, since there wasn't furloughs, they were able to extract proteins and they were able to extract DNA and run them through the different electrophoresis chambers. This year, we could only do the proteins because of the furloughs and we ran out of time. So from doing the Deep Relationships project, the students were actually exposed to a lot of different equipment that they would never be able to use. And to try and get them excited about doing the scientific process in new ways, it's challenging. They've never seen this before except on TV on shows like CSI and Bones and all those shows. So for them to be able to do it, it actually got them excited, and so they were able to go through the process of problem, purpose, hypotheses, data collection, analysis, and conclusion, and they didn't really know that they were doing it. It didn't feel like work for them. And we were doing this project for about 2 weeks, so there wasn't really a whole lot of complaints during those 2 weeks. I just want to say thank you very much to the Public School Foundation, because without these opportunities to get these types of grants, there's no way that the kids at our school would be exposed to these types of programs. They wouldn't have these types of labs. It would just be more simple labs, and so you actually really did make a difference in all of these kids' lives, as well as my own.
What I want to say to the Hawaii Public School Foundation, the bottom of my heart, and I'm gonna cry. I want to say thank you because it